Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? We're getting very close to the end now. It's chapter 14, video 14 of my Evil Within AKUMU mode walkthrough. And so far during this walkthrough, I've only gone back to the nurse during times that the game has forced me to do so. Apart from I think chapter 4 or 5 when I went back of my own accord. Basically to upgrade for the first time properly. But at the end of this chapter, I will be going back to the nurse. I think. Just because I've got 3 keys and I could do with some extra magnum bullets. It will minimise my chances of dying at the boss of this chapter, Quell. It's usually a fun boss, but he's got these little kind of maggots that come out of him, and if they hit you, you're dead. Not only that, but he is a bullet sponge, seriously. He takes so many bullets to kill. It's unbelievable. So he's basically the reason that I've upgraded my magnum like I have. I absolutely love this moment in the game here. It's totally bizarre. But you've got a guy randomly shooting explosive bolts in the bathroom. If I go down the escalator and start attacking enemies, this fella will come to investigate, so that is basically why I've decided to kill him. I'm not so desperate for the matches there, but I will get the green goo. Oh! Is that who I think it is? Hey, Rubik! That's complete overkill, by the way, guys. You do not need to use the magnum. But I got a little bit startled. Ruvik will not always do that. He's come all the way up from that corner there. That is quite surprising. But he won't always do that. But there are 2 traps to disarm here. I'm going to do that right now. That's kind of annoyed me as well, because I was going to show you the strats that I usually do here. There is an invisible fella there, as you can see. But of course, as we learned earlier in the game, as long as you've got a flash bolt, they are easy peasy. Do I have a freeze ball? No, I don't. There really isn't any other way of getting past that other than trying to disarm it yourself. And I am now going to actually make a freeze bolt. For one of the first times in the playthrough. They cost 5 trap parts altogether. And at this moment of the game, I'm also going to make 2 flash bolts. And I've got to tell you, there are invisible guys in the water there ready to attack you. There's an insta-kill Ruvik there. There's the machine gun guys. This. Has that just happened? Has that just actually happened? I think that's just happened, guys. Under Ruvik's fucking legs. Nice. But I'm going to try and do this the speedrun way. Chances of dying, quite high. I think I'm okay though now. But you want to try and get out of this part as quick as possible. He got up quick, didn't he? Just run past that part and you shouldn't blow up, you'll be fine. But it's kind of exhilarating going fast at that part, it really is.
Gotta be a way to get up there somehow.
Oh shit! Whew. Thought I missed that guy. But for some reason, he always dies in one shot, even if you don't upgrade your shotgun. Peculiar, but hey, I'm not going to complain. Shoot him with a harpoon, and then do that. And as you can see, you burn the both of them. Very good strategy there, guys. I love doing that. And I always do it. I've been kind of lucky in this playthrough though, because believe you me, the harpoon doesn't always knock them back. You don't need to kill this guy. Just move on. Forget about him. Oh! Oh, there you go. The luck has indeed run out. I usually speedrun that part. It's easier for me. But for the purposes of this video, I decided not to. And we probably saw the most anticlimactic, stupidest death of the playthrough so far. Cool. And now I'm angry, and as you can tell, I'm going quite fast. Faster than Sonic the motherfucking Hedgehog. That's how fast. I mean, I can't explain just how fun it is to speedrun this game. I have never had as much fun on a game like I have with this, speedrunning it. Well, I don't think I'm going to use the harpoon bolt against him, because he did not recoil whatsoever. And it was like I was saying, a good 10 seconds before that happened, I was getting lucky with the enemies actually recoiling so far with the harpoon bolts. Alright, now they're a safe distance. Wow, you're not dead. Bit of overkill. I don't mind. I've got the bullets to spare. You're supposed to see Quell take that guy away there, but because I'm running fast in the water by aiming my gun, he just disappears. You hear him get taken away, but you don't actually see anything happen. It's pretty amusing. There is an extra key to your right there, and a freeze bolt to the left. If you want to get them, I don't need them, and I usually don't take them on my speedruns. So I'm not going to bother. Where do you come from, mate? The cavalry have arrived. Well, I'm off. See ya. Love that. So this is quite an interesting room right here. I'm going to create 2 shot bolts. I've still got 47 bolts, man. That is quite a lot on AKUMU at this stage of the game. I'm really happy with that. If you haven't got a lot of bolts, and it is your first AKUMU or Nightmare playthrough, the fact of the matter is, you could well be struggling here. If you're going to do this the legit way, you are going to go through a hell of a lot. I have a strat, and so far in this walkthrough, I knew that this would be the case because this is such a long game, and like I said, the gameplay is varied and quite diverse, and the enemies are. But some of the strats that I've showcased have worked, some haven't. There's a lot of different factors to take on board, but this is this one. Putting that shot bolt down there. You can die during the cutscene, so believe me, I'm not safe. But get the battery. Right, they haven't tripped that, but I could die at any moment. Oh shit. Zigzag through all these alter egos and the Gyarados. Drop a shot bolt there. Turn the valve handle. Tap A like a mofo. This is basically how you do this part without spunking any bullets. And we have managed to do it without dying, which is absolutely fantastic. But that's how you do that part, guys. Really glad that I could showcase that strat right there. You see, I dropped one shock bolt behind me initially, but because the Gyarados didn't walk into it, I didn't actually need to have done it. It was just as an insurance policy, really. It's risky, but if you can't spare the ammo, it's well worth doing. For real. Okay, it is time for Quell. I've got 5 Magnum bullets. That might not end the fight straight away, which is why I'm going to go back to the nurse. This video has only been going on 14 minutes, and considering it's the second to last chapter, that's actually pretty damn short. But then again, I have been skipping all cutscenes because it's an Evil Within AKUMU mode walkthrough, so I've already done my survival mode playthrough without commentary, which is just a relaxed playthrough of the game and for people to see the story, if you will. But of course, this is for the strats and this is for the agony that is AKUMU. I need some Magnum bullets. Guess what? I got some motherfucking Magnum bullets. That should now end the fight ASAP before it even begins. If you were worried about Quell on AKUMU after you've completed it on survival for the first time, and maybe the second time on Nightmare because you think he's a bullet sponge, if you upgrade the shot bolt to at least level 2, after that it's... Oh my giddy ant! Well, I did not expect more. The game's given me a bit too many handgun bullets during this playthrough, but there we go. I'm going to give myself the ability to hold 7 bullets in the Magnum and increase the stock. So there you go, 7. Stock. 8. I may as well take the extra bullets there. Remember what I said about the explosive bolt? If I get it to level 4, on impact, it does more damage to the enemies. But the further away, it does less damage. So I actually keep it at level 3. Everything else I'm really happy with. I've got the money, I may as well put level 3 on Harpoon. But on your first AKUMU playthrough, you're most probably not going to have the amount of green gel that I've got to play with here. Is it worth upgrading that as well? Nah, I'll just leave it as. May as well get the shotgun to level 4 as well. I've got to say that I really enjoy the upgrade system on this game. You never feel overpowered unless it's New Game Plus. And it feels fair, and it feels quite simply good fun. But not only that, there's a random element as well, of course, with the lockers, so you never quite know what you're going to get on each playthrough, so it varies it up. So how many have I got there now? So I've got 2 remaining. Very nice indeed. So what we need now for Quell is another shot bolt. And quick map. The Magnum. And the fight should be over before it begins. The operative word there, ladies and gentlemen. Should. So basically this part here,
shit.
Very easy. The top one goes to the left, the middle one goes in the middle, and the bottom one from the right on the panel goes there on the right as well. So now the lift is active.
Damn it.
The storeroom is, and the secret room down there is as well. Oh yeah. It's Quell. It's Quell, motherfucker. It's Quell, motherfucker. It's Quell, motherfucker. Oh! It's Quell! It's Quell! And you know what Quell's doing, ladies and gentlemen? He's changing the rule book up. That's what he's doing. He's not having it. Quell has said he's not having it. He's changing the rule book up. What's happened there, ladies and gentlemen, is the shot bolt, the second shot bolt, has decided not to work. Why has it done that? I don't know. But if you were struggling on this fight, something I would say is look how much loot these things are dropping. So that's very handy indeed. So I was only 2 magnum bullets away from the fight ending instantly. And it would have, but Quell just decided he'd change the battle up. Didn't want it ending that easily, did he? So he just said, no Alex, I'm just gonna make sure that the shot bolt doesn't work, just to annoy you. And I'm gonna run off instead. So, fair play to you, Quell. Fair play to you. Because I actually went to get the shock bolt back. Because I thought that it didn't work. The thing is, if you use a shock bolt and it's affected an enemy, it'll still be there on the floor, but you won't. If you use a shock bolt, just like an explosive bolt, and it's not enough, you can get it back, but it didn't let me get that shock bolt back, which means that it has actually been activated, and it should have I saw
Published my research in your name again. Did you think I wouldn't find out?
And I have done you a favor. You have no credentials. You'd never appear in a reputable journal otherwise. Nobody in the world knows you even exist.
Oh, but they will know. I have surpassed you in every way you can imagine. No matter. I have what I need. All that's left is the procedure.
Indeed. That is why we are here.
We? You wouldn't dare. You couldn't complete it without me.
Precisely.
Trying to make me feel sorry for you?